We're officially recording. So let's start tonight by going through and just giving a really quick intro again like we did last week, just super fast. You can say your name, and then we're going to talk about ER tonight. So when you introduce yourself, also share something that you like always make sure is on your ER that you would never want to run out of. So I can go first. My name's Kelsey, and I always make sure I have Ninja and Cedarwood on my ER. Anybody?
I'll go next. I'm Caitlin, and I always need peace and calming in our essential rewards order.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Hannah, and I always make sure that we have cedarwood because that is the only way that my child sleeps.
Hi, I'm Lainey, and I have lavender always. I love it.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I always have multi-greens in Life 9.
I'm Jillian, and I always have lavender on my order.
Yay, Kelly, you made it. If you guys are just jumping in, we're quickly just introducing ourselves by saying our name and what thing we would always have on our ER that we never want to run out of. So, Amy, you've been trying to go. Jump in and go.
Hi, I'm Amy. I always have peppermint because of my headaches.
Hey, I'm Alyssa, and I always have cedarwood. Always, always, always.
All right, just got volume. Hi, ladies.
Hi, Kelly.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Did you find it?
Okay, if you haven't gone yet, real quick, just say your name and your favorite thing that you have on your ER.
I'm Jessica. Oh, go.
Go ahead, Jess.
Okay, I'm Jessica, and I always have peace and calming because it seems to work for my son really well.
I'm Jamie, and I always have Ninja.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Kelly.
Nice to see your face.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Kelly, introduce yourself.
My name is Kelly, and Joy's my jam.
My name's Felicia, and I always have lavender.
All right, well, my name's Kristen. I always have lavender and cedar for all 3 babies to sleep. So every.
Let me go next.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Barb, and I always have grapefruit and
What was the last one? Grapefruit and what?
lemon.
I
have to have both in my water. I just love them.
I love it. Okay, jump on in if you haven't gone yet.
I don't know what's going on.
Nicole, I just heard you. Try to introduce yourself and share your must-have.
Do I just start talking?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Nicole, and I also like grapefruit, and I don't know. I'm just new to this, so.
You're doing great. Is that everybody? Gina, did you go?
I'm Felicia, and mine is lavender.
Perfect.
I don't think I went. I am Gina, and frankincense is always on my monthly order.
A good one. Hannah, what's yours? Hannah Garza.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something that hasn't been said yet. Ningxia always, but the Pure Protein Complete chocolate.
I just got that this month. It's coming tomorrow, and I can't wait. I've only done vanilla.
Yes. And the Aroma Bright toothpaste. That's on there every single month.
Good call. Okay, any last introducers, or else I'm going to go ahead and jump in.
Kayla, did you jump on yet?
I don't know if I can hear anything. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Kayla.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What do you... Oh, go ahead.
What's something that's always on your Essential Rewards order?
The Thieves Clean. No, probably not Thieves Cleaner. Lavender.
Good
Did we
basic.
already say that?
Oh, that's okay. Got the same answer as everybody else. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just mute everything so that you guys don't have to worry about it for background noise, and then we have some time for discussion at the end. But tonight we're going to talk about ER and what that does for your organization. But first we wanted to talk a little bit about the sale, because that's going on right now. So hopefully you all know this and you saw, but so the sale is going on through Wednesday, and it's 15% off 15 mils of lemon, lavender, and orange, and then the 5 mil of Frank, which are amazing basics. So Hannah and I were just going to share a couple ways you can totally maximize this sale right now. Okay, for one thing, don't forget that you can order them yourself. So orange is one that doesn't come in the starter kit, and that is such a good basic for everyone to have on hand. So I actually went ahead and grabbed a few for myself to have to gift with. I might do a post maybe about how I'll give orange away with anybody who wants to get their starter kit this month, or you could even do it as a gift for someone who ranked up in your organization or for someone joining ER. But it's a really good, fun one to gift out that will do a lot for people. And then another idea I saw is to, instead of just talking about the starter kit this month or this week, you could talk about how you can get, let me find the picture. So you could order the starter kit plus all 4 of those oils that are on sale. So that would give you, with your membership, 12 5 mils, 3 15 mils, a diffuser, the Ningxia Red, samples, all of that, your 24% discount, and all of that would be an amazing price. You can spin it that way. And I saw a graphic, so I can post that in our hustle group later, but that's just 2 ideas I had of how you can make this sale really work for you. And Hannah, sorry, I muted you.
That's and then I have been, reaching out to all of my personally enrolled and checking in with them and just telling them about the sale, which I'm sure you guys have already done as well. But one thing that I'm making sure to add in there is asking, hey, is there anything else, while I'm talking with you that I can help you with? Like maybe you've had a question or need some other recommendations or whatever. But so that's been really fruitful because people love the opportunity to have space to ask their questions, because sometimes I just feel like they're bothering you. But we all love oils, so we know that it's not a bother to give recommendations. And then I had one more thought. Can you guys hear my daughter crying through the hall? Yeah, okay. That's all. I'm going to mute myself now.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I definitely sent the graphic and texted a lot of people yesterday, but it's good through Wednesday. So if you feel like some people kind of go offline on the weekends, tomorrow is a brand new fresh start. So we have lots of time still. Okay.
Yeah, so I remember what I wanted to say real quick, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people wait until during the week to actually order. So if you didn't get a lot of people jumping on and getting their oils yesterday, don't be discouraged. Maybe just send them a reminder text on like Tuesday and say, hey, I know sometimes the weekend is busy, but don't forget about the sale. It's good till tomorrow. So just a reminder for anyone who hasn't ordered.
For sure. Okay, so tonight we're going to focus on ER because that is something that makes a huge difference in your business. And I know we all have huge goals. It was so fun reading your goals too. I have this big whiteboard in my office and I'm writing everyone's name and their goals so I can be cheering you on. It's going to be so fun to see them totally happen. Okay, so Essential Rewards, why is this such a game changer for our business? There's really 2 big reasons. There's so many, but the first one is, how many of you guys hate when the month flips and your screens go back to 0? I hate that. I know we work so hard and then it's 0. but that's okay because fresh starts are good. This is the cool thing about ER though. When that month flips, you're not starting at 0 because you have that little green bar in your virtual office that shows you all the people's ER orders that are pending throughout the month. So you've got OGV that's coming in without you having to really, go out and hunt for it, as bad as that sounds. And the bigger thing than that is that that's where the big life change is going to happen for people. The oils are one thing and they're amazing. But when you have people switching out all those toxins and all that junk and switching to Thieves Cleaner and toothpaste and getting on supplements, that is where they're going to see so much fruit from this lifestyle. So it's a win-win for everyone. And if you're looking at kind of how this benefits your organization, so it's been said a couple of times from different people that a good ER percentage for a platinum and diamond is around 30 to 35% of your organization being on ER. Obviously, more than that's always even more amazing. But if you go to your Oily Tools app, and if you don't have it yet, definitely would recommend, as you're hustling for these goals, you're going to want to have that. It's just like a $6 a month charge and snap on your phone, and you can see things that come in and out of stock. You can see your downline. You can see when people sign up for ER or when new people enroll or all sorts of things. So it's totally an invaluable tool. But you can go to, I'll post it later so you don't have to remember it now, but there's a stats button. And if you scroll down, it will tell you let me see what it's called. I should have written it down. It's escape. Oh, member percent ER. And so if you're watching that and you're growing, you want to try to see your team, your whole ER percentage moving towards 30 to 35%. And that's one of the goals that you might have seen on the partner sheet. So that's what that's for. So let's talk tonight about how you make that happen, how you make your percentage of ER go up, how you show people how this is such a win-win. The biggest thing overall is just to normalize it. That is what I've learned. And that's why I'm so excited to talk about it tonight, because it's something I've seen the most growth in. This was something I was horrible at the beginning. I just wanted to get everybody a kit and I wasn't going through the lifestyle part. So it's been fun to grow in that. But normalizing it has made a huge difference in my percentage, and I've seen it grow a lot in the past probably 6 months. So I kind of just have 4 ways tonight for you guys that will really help you normalize it and just start it to become this thing that isn't some scary commitment, but it's totally a normal part of just this young living lifestyle. So the first way is to just be on it and show other people that you're on it. So show them that it's more than oil. Show them that this is just something that you do. It's just like getting, a Stitch Fix box or Amazon box to your door. Your young living box comes. And so some ways you can really show that off to people. You could do an unboxing of your ER order live. I know a lot of you have done this before. And I know that it can be really scary, and I've seen you guys take huge risks. And so way to go with that. I know, Kelly, you just did one and it was so good. So just pull up your box and show people what you're getting in your box and tell them why compliantly that you use it, and just tell your stories. If you're not ready to unbox something live yet, post a picture on your social media. You can, lay everything out on a cute little background and just post it on Instagram or Facebook, and just start it being this thing that people know when they, see that you're using oils. They know that's a huge part of her life. Show your team what you're earning for free. So I love to do this. If I cash in my ER points, I'll screenshot and hide my credit card digits, but I'll screenshot this was my total, and then it says you paid this much. And that is so exciting to see, because it's one time I think I spent $9 and I got $200 worth of stuff. So love that. And then we also have an essential rewards thread in the Rose Society groups a lot, where we'll say post yours below. And that's a great way. When your people see you posting in the groups, they're going to be more in tune to that, because they're like, hey, I know her. What's she doing? And they're going to look. So totally jump in on those and participate and show everybody what you're getting. When people see different aspects that they can get on ER, it just makes the possibility seem so much more realistic to them. So that's the first way, is to be on it and show people that you're on it. The second way is to talk about it when people are signing up. And this is what I've learned that's made a big difference for me. You have to believe that they're going to do it before it will work for you. There are so many classes I taught where I talked about ER, but I did not think they were going to do it. And it probably totally came out in my tone and even my body language of just oh, you could be on ER, but it's okay if you don't want to be. No one's going to join if you're talking about it that way. And I was totally doing that. So believe that it's a good decision and that people can totally afford that. It's like a couple cups of coffee and, switching over your toothpaste, and there you are in your budget. So when I talk about it, when I do a class, I've learned, I went to a session at convention that really helped me with this, and I recorded it a couple weeks ago, and so I think some of you have heard it. But what I'm going to do is I'll post it in the Hustle group later. I don't want to take your time up to like do it for you live right now, but you can kind of watch the wording. I learned it from Royal Crown Diamond, and I just took what he says and I repeat it myself, and it's been super successful. It kind of goes along with the premise of talking about how getting oils from Young Living is a good, better, best scenario. Good is retail, better is the kit, and best is the kit plus ER. But there's some really cool wording he taught me that I think you guys will like. When you talk about it, when you're signing people up or when you're doing it at a class, just try to use words that compare it to things that people already know about. So it normalizes it again. So like when you talk about it, talk about how it's like an Amazon box to your door, and it's how it's like a credit card that has great points back. People know those things and they use those and they're not scared of those. So it makes this seem so much more like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I know what that is. And then always use the phrase, like when you talk about, it's like Amazon to your door, but we do it better. It's like a credit card points where you get, cash back, but we do it better because Young Living's Essential Rewards is so much better than all those things. So those are just some of the phrases that I learned that have seemed to really hit well with people. And like I said, I'll post that for you guys so you can watch it. The third one is to just keep talking about it then. So once you talk about it at your classes and people get their kit, whether they get on ER right then or not, that's okay. Just keep sprinkling it into like your normal way you talk to them and how it's such a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer for people when they know about supplements and they know about things they're going to use up like hand soap and cleaner and toothpaste. We all go through like 3 bottles of lavender a month, but somebody else might not right away. So when you're teaching them how to use things that they're going to use every day anyway, it's not spending more money, it's just spending it in a different place. So finding those ways to just make it make sense for their budget, because we don't want to ask people to spend more money than they have, but we all know how it's worked in our budgets and we can teach other people that. Talk about it at every class. If you see people ordering on quick order, don't be afraid to reach out and just say, hey, I noticed that you'd been ordering a few things. I wondered if you had remembered how we talked about Essential Rewards. Let them know what the perks are and why it does make sense. So just keep an eye out and, watch out for people. You want to do the best for them. And then the fourth idea is you can also consider doing a fun incentive. So I know before we've done simple things where you can find good resources that are like $3. It's not that high of a cost. Like the chemical-free home books are a great example. And you could offer that as, I'm giving this gift to my team this month for anyone that joins ER. I'm just sweetening the deal, kind of things like that. So I feel like I just regurgitated tons of information at you. We still have a lot of 10 minutes tonight, so I wanted to get through that quick so we could talk too. So if you have questions about ER or things where you're getting stuck, or if you have an idea you want to talk through, we can unmute and talk about those things now. But that's just kind of what I've seen start to really work for me, is normalizing it and doing those 4 things a lot, and your percentage will totally go up. Hannah, do you have anything else about ER you want to add in?
Yeah, I jotted down a note. One of the best pieces of advice that I got when I was first starting my business was to invest back in yourself. And by that, I mean, people will buy what you buy. So people are not going to buy things like they're going to ask you for recommendations of, oh, have you ever tried this shampoo? Or what do you think about the lotion or the makeup? You know what I mean? So if you haven't tried those things, it's going to be really hard for them to jump on, because they kind of want personal experience with it first, of someone that they know who've tried it. So I also know that we're in this to make money. So as far as the budget allows, buy all of the things that you're buying from the store anyways, but buy from Young Living so that you can have those stories to recommend to people. And I mean, a picture goes a long way. So posting what you're getting every month really is huge.
True. Okay, don't be afraid to shout out questions or things like that if you have them. And if you're just jumping on, we are talking about ER tonight if you didn't catch that. Or if you have any tips that you've had be successful too, this is totally the place to share them.
And don't forget to unmute yourself if you have a question. Chris, I see you. Okay. Can you unmute Chris?
Yep. There you go, Chris. You can talk. Sorry.
Okay. What do you think of the idea of, hey, anybody who jumps on ER this month in my downline, I'm going to apply $5 or $10 to your account?
Yeah, I think that's great.
Okay, cool.
Especially because people, you know, like they're already with Young Living, so they're seeing the things they want, and if they have a little bit extra money to put toward it, great idea.
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure if this is going to be a success or not yet, but because Nicole and I are in the process of it right now. But we invited all of her downline and then a few extras into an Our Favorite Products group that lasted 3 days, and we shared 12 different products, and that it ends tonight. And we talked about why we love them and why we are using them. And then at the end, we're going to encourage anyone who ups their ER to 100 PV or joins ER for the first time, a sample of any of the products that we talked about. So that's just something we're trying. I don't know if it's going to work or not because we're finishing up, but we're going to do an oil one next month. So we're going to take, it was simply products this month, and it's going to be all oils next month.
Oh, cool.
That's a great idea.
I have a question. I was wondering, you said the sales till tomorrow. What time?
Until Wednesday.
Oh, it's until Wednesday, the 15%?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I down order.
What's that?
I already ordered some, but I'm trying to get some more to order.
Yeah, I don't know the exact time.
I would assume like 12 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12 a.m. Jamie, did you have a question? I saw you waving.
Oh, I wasn't really going to say anything.
You don't have to.
Except, well, so I started in my class. I do a monthly class, and I started in my class last month. I think it came from Hannah Cruz. I can't remember. But she just talked about speaking about ER right from the get-go in your class. So when you're starting to talk about the products in the kit, you always talk about lemon, it's always on my ER order, or I love Thieves blah 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 toothpaste, and it's always on my ER order. So you start talking about it in the beginning, so it's not that weird, just like quick ending. And I actually did that in my class last month's Tuesday class, and I had a new member, and they signed up for ER right on the spot. So
Woo!
yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Lauren Cruz class.
I think I can't remember where it was, but I think it was Lauren Cruz.
If
And
you
her
guys like love videos, I'll post that link because I think that
Yeah.
she did a class on ER and like the verbiage. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Rebecca and Tabitha just shared something similar to that too.
Cool. Yeah, it's a great idea too when you're talking through the oils in the kit. I was talking with Kristen Morales about this at convention to like talk about a product that would have those oils in it when you're sharing them. So I haven't tried it yet, but it's fun. Like if, like you said with Thieves, how you would talk about Thieves toothpaste then, or, you know, lavender lotion with lavender. Anything you can do to show people all that there is that Young Living has is always a good idea.
That reminds me of a few months ago that Young Living added the option to sign up for rewards right away whenever you get your kit. Have you guys experimented with like asking people to do their own customizable Essential Rewards order when they're signing up for their kit? Is that still something that we're trying out?
I've been talking about that when I close my classes. Like when I say, you know, you can, like I just make it a normal part of you can get your kit or you can get your kit with ER. So that's
Yeah.
I've experimented with it.
Yeah.
another one of I think it was Hannah Cruz. I can't remember, but another one was just talking about the Thieves cleaner from the get-go also. And so I also did that, and I had multiple people sign up and get Thieves cleaner, and they added it into, like, they started with like an ER order. So they just did 50, they did Thieves cleaner, and I can't remember whatever else they added on, but just to make it up to the 50. So it worked well, actually.
That's awesome.
All right, we have 5 more minutes. What other questions y'all have about ER?
setting up the ERPV is important too.
Upping it, is that what you said, Chris?
No, setting up the
Oh, the PV assistant?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because I've had a few people fall underneath because their assistant's not set up.
That's such a great point.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
You're talking about the PV.
Mm-hmm.
I always set mine so if I hit a certain level, it'll stay at that. So I'll adjust it. Like if I'm at 300 PV, I don't want to drop, so I'll set it for 300.
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah, and I don't know, speaking of ER and PV assistant, so one good thing to do is just every day or every couple of days go in and look at your downline, and if you'll see like a yellow error triangle if they miss their ER, and definitely like reach out to those people, because sometimes it'll happen if their credit card expires and they just like don't realize it, and then they would start over at 10% if they missed it, so we definitely don't want them to lose out on that. All right, 4 more minutes. Anybody else have ideas or questions? Anybody trying anything new for ER this month?
I got the whole face line.
Nice. You're gonna love it.
I say this. I've been using it, and people at work are like, "What are you doing? Your skin's looking really good." So
nice.
Using it, just keep using it, and they notice.
And then you can tell them. You can get your own.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do.
Awesome. And don't forget, if people join ER this month, they also get an entry to win the new diffuser.
Ooh.
Okay, you guys have any questions about anything else for the week?
When's the next rally? Is it like every 4 months?
It's every 3, so
Cool.
September, October, maybe?
October.
Okay.
I haven't heard an exact, like a date or anything yet.
I think it's October 14th.
Wow.
Okay.
They posted it at the rally that I went to out in Arizona this
Oh,
weekend,
that's
so-
right. Those pictures were so cool. That's so fun.
Thanks. It was awesome.
I think getting people on ER, their supplements on ER is huge too. Because supplements are something like, every month, make sure your multi-greens or your Super C or whatever is something you go through each month.
Definitely.
Okay, I have an idea real quick. I should have written this down to talk about earlier. But one thing that I've done in the past to help people get on Essential Rewards that I didn't talk about it in the beginning with them is to send them care packages with like 3 to 5 samples in there of either a diffuser blend. But I try and do things outside of oils. So I sample the Thieves toothpaste a lot, the lavender lotion, like Super C chewables. I started putting in the master formula packets because they're so easy. And then sometimes I'll reach out to them and ask if there's been anything that they have wanted to sample, and I'm going to send them something. So if I have it, I'll throw that in there too. But people have been super appreciative of trying things before they buy them. And then I always include a little info about Essential Rewards either in there or as I follow up to see if they got their package. And that's worked really well to kind of backpedal from when I didn't share right away.
I do think our minutes, we have like 2 minutes left of our remaining meeting time. That's the free version. So just a little timer there. That's a really good idea. I had that in my head to talk about, and then I forgot to write it down too. I've done a lot of care packages, and that it's just a nice way to stay in touch too. That doesn't it's something different than a text.
Mhm.
Okay, well, it is 8 o'clock, so if you guys have more questions, definitely use the Hustle group. I'm going to post in there tonight when we get done with a couple things, so you can check back there tomorrow if you want, and then keep hustling, keep running. Have a great week.